Welcome back to the Big Weekend Show. The first commercial flights to space are ready to launch in just a couple of weeks. Would you go? It only costs a mere $450,000. We know one space enthusiast that's excited for it.
You guys are gonna see. You're gonna literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes.
Oh my goodness.
With your own eyes, I'm telling you, it is gonna be unbelievable.
Oh my God, craters on the moon. So we know the vice president is probably eager to hop in line, but would you take one of these flights, and who should we send? Charlie, who would you send to the moon?
I guess I'd be definitely on board with Kamala Harris.
I'd send her too.
Or the girl that got fired, the woman that got fired and put the pictures everywhere. If she wanted to go, I'd be okay with that.
Okay. Yeah. You're gonna.
If we needed them to do something and come back, I'd send Bruce Willis.
Oh.
Yeah, like if a meteorite needed to be blown up.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Just a suggestion.
Great. Charlie, you're a thinker.
Thanks.
Tommy, anyone?
I would like to see, I think they already actually have a show that sends celebrities to make-believe Mars. I think that Stars on Mars is already a thing. I'd like to see the Kardashians inhabit.
But is it a one-way trip or is it round trip?
I'd like to see what they do there.
Right.
I'd like to see just everything about it. I'm on board. I think reality television on any other planet would be great. And I'd like to see what they find.
$450,000. I mean, that is just like obnoxious money. So.
Well, we know Tommy can afford to go. So.
Right.
Tommy makes the big bucks, and yeah, she's young. She can do that. Matthew McConaughey, I think he would be fun. He's entertaining. He's always philosophizing about his green lights. I think he'd be entertaining.
He's already been to space in a movie, so
yeah, he was. He was a good space actor.
But what if we sent Kamala Harris and then she ran into some like Martians and they were like, "Is everybody back on Earth like this?"
She could tell them about the passage of time that passes as time passes.
Passage of time.
It would be bad diplomacy.
Time passes.
Yeah, passing time.
Yeah.
I can tell you this, I wouldn't go.
That was my favorite.
The thought of being in a confined space like that, no, you'd have to, I would pay someone that money not to be sent to space.
No, I would actually never want to step inside a flaming rocket.
Well, you don't even have to go anywhere to go to the bathroom. You just sit in your seat.
That's great. Okay.
I'm not sure that sold it to us, Charlie, but
no, I mean, and I wouldn't want to eat the food up there either.
Are you kidding me? Space ice cream?
Tang? All the tang you want?
It's delicious.
Come on.
Freeze-dried ice cream.
How come we don't see tang more often? How come I can't buy more tang?
I don't know, but you can get freeze-dried ice cream
I grew up drinking that stuff.
Smithsonian, and it tastes just like it tastes like cereal.
Okay. Space Forum General claims, I guess, anti-LGBTQ laws are hurting the force. Did you guys know this?
Yes, the general of the Space Force. Yes.
Okay, let's
watch.
We
studied for this and saw the video.
Since January of this year, more than 400 anti-LGBTQ plus laws have been introduced at the state level. That number is rising and demonstrates a trend that could be dangerous for service members, their families, and the readiness of the force as a whole. When I look at potential candidates, I consider their job performance and relevant experience first. However, I also look at their personal circumstances. If a good match for a job does not feel safe being themselves and performing at their highest potential at a given location, I am compelled to consider a different candidate and perhaps less qualified.
Okay. First of all, let's just talk about commercial space flight and in general. Do you think that perhaps this might actually give us an edge over China? Because, when it comes to our space.
Yeah, but going back to the thing about RFK, like when John F. Kennedy said, let's go to the moon, it was like this big inspirational thing. And now you have these clowns talking about anti-LGBTQ laws. This is from the general. It's absurd. Why can't we just have a great grand vision for going back to the moon or something?
I'm not sure why that has to fit into every single conversation these days.
Yeah, exactly.
What does that even have to do with space?
We have more than 4,000 satellites.
Are they gay Martians? Maybe.
We have more than 4,000 satellites out there. Thank goodness Donald Trump helped create the Space Force, because there is a war with China going on in space right now. And we couldn't live our modern life the way we do without what's going on in space. So for the general to say this is her big problem, Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Get somebody who ain't so woke in that position and deal with it seriously.
And she was attempting to go after Florida and Ron DeSantis once again. So you've got somebody that's supposed to be representing the military, the United States, all of us, going into a tirade about a presidential candidate in the state of Florida, which is doing very well, by the way, saying that somehow the candidates, if they're in Florida because Florida is anti-LGBTQ, maybe they're not happy, maybe they can't do their jobs as well. I mean, the mental gymnastics that these liberals have to do on a daily basis just to speak and show up to work must be exhausting.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.